And also, when I was in high school, I had a friend whose grandmother told me it is just as easy to love a rich man as it is a poor man.
I love grandmas.
Right? And it's like
she's
she comes from a different time, and there's some things to unpack with that. But I think the statement is true that I'm someone who it's like I fall for people pretty quickly. I'm pretty fast moving in relationships,
Same.
which like that is something that can be looked at and fixed in time. But the thing is, like, I'm speaking from experience here where I have these like higher standards for men because I've dated ones that I had lower standards with. And I've also dated women as well. So we can get into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just talking from experience. I dated a guy who first date brought me McDonald's French fries. But I've also dated a guy, I know.
Wow.
But I
did in high school, but like.
I also dated a guy who took me to a really nice steakhouse first date, spent maybe like, I don't know, $400.
Yeah,
so
totally. Been
there's
there
a range.
as well.
There's a range, but it's more about like who they are. But at the end of the day, like, you don't want to be under the bridge under the road, you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
You need a place to live.
Totally. And I don't think that's asking for a lot. I think that a lot of people were so outraged on the internet because they felt like what I was asking for was a lot. And I remember actually I first went viral, like my very first viral video was me talking about going on a date with this lawyer. I was dating this lawyer. And he wanted, like, he was like picking me up for the first date. He picked me up. We had a great date, paid for everything, dropped me back home. It was great. The second date, he calls me and he's like, hey, do you want to like meet me? We're supposed to go to like golfing or something. Like, do you want to meet me at the golf course? The golf course, mind you, is like an hour and a half away from my house and I don't have a car. So I was like, well, I would prefer you to pick me up, or you can just call me an Uber. And then he's like, I recommend that you call your own Uber pretty much. And I'm just like, and so I was already like, okay, this is only a second date and you're already wanting me to travel, which I hate doing on dates. Like, I don't want to travel for you. Like, pick me up like a gentleman, right? And so I was like, okay, well, I would prefer if you just, pick me up. And I basically just said that. I was like, I expect a man to pay for my Uber. So that was the TikTok.